So, I just finished watching Devil May Cry on Netflix, and I have to say that this was the best adaptation that I've seen of any video game so far, not barring the Sonic games, what have you. So, as usual, it's about Dante going around killing demons and taking names with the ladies. And speaking of ladies, we also have Lady who is, by canon definition, Mary Arkham. But I'm gonna go, before we get to Lady, I'm gonna go over Dante. He was awesome. I mean, how badass can you be with killing demons and just looking like a cool guy at the same time? He's just all over the place. You can't go wrong with him, especially with his one-liners and puns and weapons. He's he's a one-man army, and what helped even more was that Johnny Young Bosch, who was also the voice of Nero in the original games, Johnny Young Bosch gives one hell of a performance as Dante, and to tell you the truth, I was a little worried that he wouldn't be anything like Scott Langdon, but as usual, Johnny Young Bosch blows me out of the water, and it's it was awesome. And going over Lady, this one is she's a little more different from her usual iteration. While she still retains her early hatred of demons, a la Arkham, the same guy who's who the point is he was Jester, and he tried to open the demon realm up, and well, it just went horrible. But Lady is a little bit more nuanced. At least that's what I think. I still think that her canon version of the games is better, but Lady wasn't all that bad, at least until the end. I won't get into spoilers, but it's a whole 180. It's well, this may be a spoiler, but whatever. But anyway, going to the other characters, Enzo pretty was was pretty funny. He's pretty much Dante's informant and contact, and he's kind of the butt monkey of the show. It's all there, like all over. At least with his voice, that makes him sound a little bit like Gilbert Gottfried. And well, I did feel a little bad for him later on, but anyway. Then there's the vice president. The Vice President Baines, played by the late and legendary Kevin Conroy, as this may be one of his last roles in. He is pretty much what you would see as your right-wing politician in America, and he's what you would expect out of any politician. He can be pretty cool sometimes, but he doesn't really do much, and, well, I won't get into politics or anything, but that's kind of how you would nail down Vice President Baines. But moving over to the other characters, the White Rabbit. Oh man, I actually felt bad for him. He was dealt a pretty bad hand, and what he did was wrong, but I couldn't help but feel a little sorry for him, and all he really wanted to do was just live life free with his demon family, or in this case, with his Mackay family, what have you. And it would be enough to make anyone snap seeing everyone get well, this may be a spoiler review, but whatever, I don't really care. But going into the other demons, you get Agni and Rudra, who are awesome as always. I love wielding them in Devil May Cry 3, just going. they were just awesome. Their weapons were just awesome to wield. And you also got Echidna, which was a little bit of an odd decision, but I actually did enjoy fighting her a little bit, even though she could be pretty frustrating sometimes. There was Plasma. I can't remember which game I fought in, but he was. There wasn't really much to him, to be honest, but I loved Cavalier. I mean, the guy's a badass. I mean, he is him. You can't deny that. And the show itself, it was really fun. Like, it can get a little heavy-handed with the politics, especially with American politics, which is to be expected whenever you're pretty much doing any adaptation these days. And, well, as far as ratings, I think I would have to give it a strong 9 out of 10. I mean, it was a really fun show, and I think the message can be a bit overdone, but the characters and the setting and the use of music was able to bump it up. Like, it was super fun. Anyway, I'm in Japan right now, and I've only just landed here yesterday. I was super tired. Like, you wouldn't believe how hellish the plane flight was. I mean, I knew it was going to take long, but it turned out to be a little bit more delayed than expected. At some point, I thought I was in a Stephen King novel, but anyway, mini rant aside, I don't know if I'll be doing more videos. I mean, I could do more reviews. In fact, I kind of want to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 and its select few games, which I am eager to try out if I ever get the chance, at least if I can get past the prices. But anyway, that's all I can say for now. I'm going to be staying in Japan for about 90 days, which won't be until like June 26th, but that's pretty much another story entirely. But anyway, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, I don't know if I'll be doing more videos. I may do like maybe a few vlogs here and there, maybe some outdoor videos, but with the way things are going in Japan and South Korea, I don't even know if I want the smoke, you know? I don't want to get my ass kicked, alright? But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later.